guys, and welcome to another battle report. So this time it's game 3 of our local club tournament, Barhammer, and I'm facing off the Vampire Count. To start his list, he got out of this picture actually to the very right. He got a Varkolak, then he got a unit of Blood Knights, then a big unit of Barrelguard. In there he got a brutal Vamp Lord and a BSB as well, so that unit is worth a lot. Then he got a unit of zombies with his caster. He got 4 spells and the Vamp got like 2 and something like that. Then he got a the big Shrieking Horror, Shrieking Terror it's called, behind the ruin. Also behind the ruin he got I think a Bat Swarm and a unit of big bats. And to the very left he got a big big horde of ghouls. For my list I got, first off, since I couldn't really scout my chameleons anywhere, I put them there. Then I got the Raptor Rider unit, a unit of Saurian warriors with crocodile totem animals, so they ignore armor piercing 1, and a salamander. I got the 8-man Cayman unit full command. Behind them I got my skink bunker with my caster in it, and then I got another unit of skinks with bows. In there I got 1 skink captain with serpent bow and 1 skink captain with skull splitter bow. Then I got my general on a alpha Karzar, as well as 2 spike lizards, a Tarzar with giant bow, and a scouted unit of chameleon skinks. As for spells, I got Stone Skin, the Rots, and the Healing Waters. Well, he did get turn 1. I think he dropped everything, and you can see here he pushes forward his line pretty aggressively. For scenario we actually play a special one. We draw cards, 2 cards each turn, and you should choose one of them and fulfill one of them. I will have a link to the whole list of the scenario, and you can find it yourself. Actually, there was some really great scenario in this tournament. So this is basically his first turn. He didn't have much of shooting, and that's it for move. Here is just a picture of his Shrieking Terror and his ghouls pushing up on his other flank. In Magic, his vampire got some kind of special ability, so he can summon up this wolf in front of my line, and actually I'm pretty okay with this, because my thinking is they will be in the way, and that's good for me, to be honest, because I don't want to go into close combat with him. So I'm thinking it's kind of okay letting him have those dogs in front of my lines. So for my turn 1, I stay back with most things. I think the coal ones, the Raptor Riders, failed stupidity and pushed forward a couple of inches, but the Saurian warriors and the Cayman pushes backwards. I pushed the skink with bows forward a little bit so that the skull splitter could shoot at his Shrieking Terror, but that's it on this flank. On the other flank I push it forward a little bit more aggressively, but I don't want his Shrieking Terror to fly over and scream at my general, so I stay back as well on this flank a bit, at least, because my thinking is he can move forward with his Shrieking Terror, but he cannot reach my general and scream at him, so I'm okay with that. So that's my movement actually. Well, shooting didn't do much. I think I put a couple of wounds to that Shrieking Terror, but that's it. So for his turn, his Grave Barrelguard tried to shot my skink. It was a pretty long charge. I couldn't flee because I would flee off the table, so I take the chances of it. The dude did some standing shoot. I think I killed a couple of dudes. I don't know, to be honest. But that's his charge, and it's a fail charge. And well, other news, he moves back with the rest of his Shrieking Terror. He didn't move his Varkolak or his Blood Knights too far forward because of my Raptor Riders have a potential of actually charging him, so that's kind of good for me. He pushes forward with his ghouls a bit, and that's what he did on this flank. In Magic he gets off 4 more dogs, which to be honest still doesn't do me too much. I think I need to clear the chaff away soon, but yeah, no worries about it yet. Well, you could ask, why didn't you have any picture of your third turn? Well, that's easy, cause I didn't do much. I backed up backward with most of my lines. I did some shooting at his Shrieking Terror. He is down to not too many ones remaining, but that's it basically. So now for his turn, his Blood Knight charges the Saurian warriors. His Barrel Guards try to charge the Cayman and fail. His Varkolak tried to charge the Raptor Riders and fail. And I think this is good because hopefully my Saurian warrior, hopefully they can manage to withstand the onslaught of the Blood Knights. And the ghouls are pushing forward on this flank as well. And you can see here his Blood Knights did pretty poorly and only managed to kill off a rank of Saurian warriors, and now my Raptor Riders are in his flank, which is for him not good at all. And well, you can see with the rest of my army I'm still balancing on the board of the edge with most stuff, because I don't have anything that can handle his Barrel Guard unit. I throw away a Skink Captain in front of his Barrel Guard unit to chaff him up. I throw the Razordon, Spike Lizard, in front of his ghouls to whittle them down a bit. They will kill them, probably overrun as well, maybe into my Carnosaur, but then I could counter charge with my Taurosaur next turn, so I'm not too worried about that, to be honest. So my plan have worked perfectly still, even though I have pretty much stayed back with everything. You can also see the Chameleon Skinks have moved around that pillar to the very right of this picture to shoot at his Shrieking Terror, cause it's Prio 1 to kill off that monster. And after combat, yeah, I did some work on his Blood Knights, so that's good. And understandable. Unfortunately he hold, but what can you do? I actually don't know why, but my picture taking skill have not been too good in this game, to be honest. His turn, this is actually after every combat have been done. His Barrel Guard killed my Skink Captain who was in front of him, but I did actually in shooting phase manage to kill off his what's it called, his Screaming Terror maybe, which was good. So his turn, his Varkolak charges my Saurian warriors who was fighting the Blood Knights, and you can see here his ghoul have charged my Spike Lizard. He did not manage to kill it, and I actually stick on a leadership 4 or something like that, which isn't too good for him, because now I can just charge him with both my Taurosaur and my Alpha Carnosaur. So yeah, for my turn, the Alpha Carnosaur, the Taurosaur charges the ghouls. The Skinks move in front of his Barrel Guard to shaft them up. He would probably break them and pursue, and hopefully my Skink can get away. And he will need a pretty high roll to get into my Cayman, who have charged a Bat to get rid of that thing. And that's my movement. So in combat I did manage to kill off the Blood Knights, but his Varkolak managed to break my Saurian warriors and he ran them down and ended up as you can see him. Shockingly enough, my Caymans do short work of his bats, and the Alpha Carnosaur and the Taurosaur make short work of his ghoul unit. So yeah, for his turn, surprisingly enough, his Battle Guard managed to kill off these 20 skinks. I don't think he killed them off, but just break them, and didn't pursue enough to get into my Caimans. Dinosaur, turn 6. I put my Salamander in front of his Battle Guard because I couldn't quite, I'm not sure, I couldn't move my Skink Bunker unit down there out of the way or something like that. I don't remember, to be honest. But anyway, Alpha Carnosaur charged a unit of bats. I charged in my Chameleon Skinks in the rear as well. I think it was, I got some card that says make a rear charge. Taurosaur charged into his bunker with his caster in it, which is good. He will make short work of that. And yeah, that's basically my movement. And well, we got 2 dead undead units over here after the Taurosaur and the Alpha Carnosaur crashes them brutally. Well, final picture of the game. He charges my Salamander and wipes it out. And that's it. I think I have turn 6 maybe. I couldn't really do much towards him at all. I tried to kill off the Varkolak, but I couldn't. So anyway, we ended up this game being a, let's see, 5-13 in my favor. I think I got 5 out of the 6 scenario victory points, which was much needed, because the tiebreaker in the tournament was actually the one who scored the most scenario victory points. And actually the first player I played in this tournament, the Overcome player, also scored 37 points, the same as me. So we shared the second place in points. But since I had more victory scenario points than him, I get to play the final. So that's the next game for me. So I played against an Undynasty player, and we will see how that one's go. But that's it for this one. Feel free to comment if you have anything to say, any questions and so on. I will answer as soon as I can. Feel free to like and start subscribing if you haven't already. Have a nice one.